Our next speaker, Ron Friedman. Ron Friedman, the next frontier, Ron Friedman.
Hello everyone, my name is Ron Friedman. For those of you who don't know me, in addition to being a show employee, I'm also a science fiction writer. I'm currently working on a project, an anthology, which is a short story collection about the same topic, colonizing the solar system. Why am I doing this? And moreover, a few big name New York Times bestsellers authors had agreed to contribute a story to this anthology. So I'm very excited about that. Why am I doing it and why am I doing this speech? Basically, I think humanity, it's absolutely essential for us to take the next step to colonize the solar system. We don't want to be a civilization confined to only one planet. Granted, I don't have the resources or the money to send you guys to space, not yet anyway, but I hope that in the near that at least I'll be able to influence public opinion, maybe just by a little bit, to be a little bit more positive about the prospect. Let's go back in time, 65 million years ago. A massive asteroid, about 10 kilometers in size, about the size of Mount Everest, hurtled into Earth. When it impacted, the amount of energy, the explosion was so massive, it was about 1 million times more powerful than the atom bomb that destroyed the Hiroshima. And there was a shock wave, and after that, there are evidence, even though it hit the Yucatan Peninsula in what is today Mexico, there are evidence that forests burned in Madagascar, which is on the other side of the planet. After that, there was a big cloud of dust that covered the sunlight for a few years, and most of the vegetation died, and all the big animals died, and all the dinosaurs passed away, become extinct, and we came. Why am I talking about that? The strategy of putting all your eggs in one basket didn't work very well for the dinosaurs. We don't want to be there. So my goal in doing this presentation and in doing this anthology is to be able to have a self-sustained colony outside the Earth. It's kind of like an insurance policy. So if some disaster hit Earth, we'll have a backup someplace else. So people who work here in operations or in other fields know that backup is very, very important. Okay, what I'm trying to achieve with the presentation is convince you that it's very important, very crucial, and also that it's feasible to be done during our lifetime. A little about me. My stories have been published in a number of websites and magazines and short story collections. Some of them semi-professional, some of them professional. If you can see me there holding an award, this is the Aurora Award. It's done by the Canadian Science Fiction and Fantasy Association. They give 11 such awards every year throughout Canada, and I won the fan-related award. I'm a big fan. And beside it, you see over there, that's honorable mention that I got in Writers of the Future contest, which is a very prestigious contest for new writers. I got it twice, in 2011 and 2015. So, why do we want to colonize space? 3 reasons. Survival, the insurance policy, something happened on Earth. There are vast resources, and there are other reasons as well. Let's start with survival. Let's assume everything is fine. There is no global warming, no war, no climate change. Everything is just perfect. Nothing happens here. How much time do we have? In about 5 billion years from now, the sun is going to expand and become a red giant and basically swallow Earth. It's not a big time to be here when it happens. But even before that, 1 billion years from now, the sun will start to expand. It will not reach Earth by then, but it will be warm enough to boil all the water from the oceans and practically turning Earth into uninhabitable. So we have 1 billion years. And in addition to that, there are 2 other types of risk. Man-made risk, which I think because of the recent technology advances, they are very high. It could be nuclear war, new virus strains, it could be AI, rogue AI, nanotech. There are a lot of things that could happen that we can destroy ourselves. And if we have a backup in some other place, it's better than not having a backup. There could be natural disasters, similar to what happened to the dinosaurs, or supernova. There are different types that could happen naturally. These are slightly less likely. There was no mass extinction in the last 65 million years. So the risk there is slightly reduced. Vast resources. There are a few companies now. One of them is Planetary Resources that are funded by Google that are currently trying to mine the asteroid. Imagine somebody bring an asteroid close to Earth orbit with 1 million tons of gold. It must be worth something, right? 1 billion tons. And there are other reasons, serve the environment, overpopulation, tourism, entertainment. Actually, there is a group called Mars One. They're trying to colonize Mars and partly finance that by doing a reality show on Mars. So what others are doing, we have a space agency, we have Mars One. It's a project that has been on the news lately. Actually, 75 Canadians were selected to the final phase. They plan to have a colony in Mars in 2023. We have X-Prize, Spexes, Planetary Resource, and Fusion Galactic. There are a lot of challenges, of course, but all of them could be ultimately overcome if you have enough funding. Location, location, location. There are various places that you can be. I think the most one that's been on the news, or most people agree upon, is one is Mars. This is kind of similar to Earth. It doesn't have radiation, but gravity is about 1/3. And another one is Titan, which is one of the moons of Saturn. There are a lot of other available places that could, with the proper technology and money, be colonized. And what am I doing? I'm doing the anthology I spoke about earlier. I'm writing a TV series that I plan to submit to Show Media about colonizing Titan. Maybe it works, maybe not. I'm planning to do a Toastmaster project on the subject. And if somebody invites me to do a TED Talk, I'm not going to say no. And we are going to have a Kickstarter campaign in early 2015 to raise money for the anthology. Thank you very much.